Hello everyone, this is Red Dude. What was the wildest rumor in your school that turned out to be true? NSFW. High school football head coach got caught in his office banging a player's grandmother. It was just a rumor for a while after he got fired until another coach admitted to several students that he was the one who caught them. Unsportsmanlike conduct. The older the berry, the sweeter the juice. Someone wise once told me. That one of our science professors who was fresh out of college when she was employed at our high school made out with a student who turned 18. This was a few years before I attended high school. During senior prom when I attended high school she admitted it under the influence of alcohol to some of the kids in my graduating class lol. Rumors of female twins that went to my high school were doing pornography together, nobody believed it until their website was leaked by another classmate. Our school's dance instructor was asking at least one girl at our school for nudes, he was also fucking another girl I knew according to her best friend, who I was seeing at the time. What's crazy is this guy and his dance crew went on to win America's Best Dance Crew. One guy put a flash drive into a computer to present a project and it popped up gigabytes of hentai. Another guy plugged his iPhone into a library computer and it uploaded like 50 dick pics. We had two kids, brother and sister, transfer in the middle of a semester, said they left their old school due to bullying. Turns out they were being bullied because the entire student body found out their parents were brother and sister. Of course our student body found out and they quickly transferred out. There was a rumor that the female students in the year below us had started a prostitution ring. I didn't believe it was true until I was chatting with a few of them. Turns out they collectively figured out they could make a little pocket money instead of just having sex with the guys in school for free and they were completely oblivious to the fact it was literal prostitution. Dude stuck his phone camera under the cubicle divider in the pool changing rooms and filmed a 12-year-old girl getting changed. He's since moved schools because he couldn't set foot in the building without getting beaten up or yelled at by someone. Last I heard someone keyed his mum's car. We had a rumor about a certain classics master being a bit too touchy-feely, it was said that you didn't want to be caught alone by him in the corridors. Turns out that he was running a little illicit club for a coterie of boys to whom he would give alcohol, drugs and pornography and with whom he would engage in sexual acts. Last I heard he was in jail, but it took a long time for the rumors to be proven true. Freshman year we had a youngish new biology teacher. She was nice in kind of an erratic way. One day she was just gone. Turned out one of the boys in another class started mocking her and telling her that her husband, who was army and active duty overseas at the time, was gonna die. She didn't care for that much so, in front of the entire class, she chucked a fetal pig at him. Dissection days were always weird, but that took the cake. The guy in my middle school class failed 7th grade twice. The second time was a rumor, turned out to be true, he was then kicked out of school for dealing drugs. At first it was a rumor, but when he was caught, he got into some serious trouble. The teacher was banging the girls' basketball team. 50 plus and they're all, you know, kids. Gross. Didn't get fired for a few years. But the principal who retired just before I went to the school had pulled some serious shit and had been forced to retire. It turned out he had 3 blonde girls with weekly appointments with him who got glowing recommendations to the colleges of their choice despite being mediocre students. He literally had sex appointments with 3 students each week. He was forced to retire or face jail time. Also a gay teacher was fired because students found a dildo hidden in a bookcase in his classroom. Turned out he was getting his rocks off during lunch break in the classroom. He never did anything with students present or anything and always made sure he blocked all the windows and locked the door. When the dildo was found he spilled the truth and he was forced out. Now I'm not 100% that it's true, but there was a rumor for quite some time that 2 students had sex in one of the boot rooms where people would come into the school and put their shoes and someone had found the condom. I personally never saw anything, just some weird shit that I heard. In a Catholic school, there was a rumor about the father having a baby with one of the teachers. We all find out it was true when another teacher got pregnant of him and made it public. The first teacher had a fight with the other one in the hallways for that. It was a full circus. 2 students got married and had a kid. They are both 18 and everyone is fine with it and supportive. Edit. This was during quarantine so everyone that were not friends with them had no idea if it was true. The girl blew the entire hockey team after they won states. The rumor was that she said she would if they won. Then they won and unless the entire team was lying. Someone downloaded a pirated version of Minecraft onto the school's network so everyone could open it and play on LAN servers. No one knew who downloaded it. Rumors were going around that the bully in the 8th grade, this was middle school, that hated Minecraft was the one who did it. He always teased everyone for playing it at lunch break instead of going outside. It turns out he was the one who put it on the network, as he admitted right before he graduated. That copy of Minecraft stayed on the network for 2 more years that I went to that school and might still be there to this day if they haven't gotten new computers. The high school resource officer was rumored to have been hooking up with a girl in my grade who had babysat for his kids for the last couple of years. I always figured it was mean-spirited gossip. And then immediately after she graduated they skipped town together, leaving his wife and kids behind. A few years later he came back to town without her. Got his job with the town police back after an inquiry cleared him of any charges of illegal activity, but he was not invited back as a school resource officer, go figure. Sometime after that he got kicked out of a restaurant for groping a waitress. He called in police raids in retaliation, which finally pissed off enough people that the chief forced him to resign, or else he'd be fired. Incidentally, the school resource officer who replaced him got busted when trying to meet up for sex with an FBI agent posing as a young teenager. My town's police force had some major issues. Back when I was in high school, all the classrooms were situated on the first 3 floors of the building. There was a 4th floor to the building, but it was pretty small, I think only one room, which supposedly is where they had used as a science storeroom years back. Before they had remodeled the 3rd floor to include storage spaces in between science classrooms, which eliminated the need for the extra storage space, so the 4th floor was no longer used for anything. As we were high school students, a lot of stupid and bogus rumors were spread quite often while I was there, but one of the rumors that was considered to be quite bogus was that one of the chem teachers was using the 4th floor to secretly cook meth. The rumor spread quite quickly, and they had administrators and even a cop go up there, and they never found anything, which dispelled in truth to the rumor. Fast forward a few months later, a drug dog searching the school ended up alerting on the door to the only stairwell that could access the 4th floor. It only went from the 3rd floor to the 4th floor, so students could not access it without the key to the stairwell door. When the dog went up to the 4th floor, it ended up sniffing out a bunch of equipment, and after an investigation, it was found that the chem teacher who was rumored to have cooked meth was the one who was cooking meth on the 4th floor. There was an incident at my high school where cameras were found under the toilets in the staff women's bathroom. For some reason, the rumor was it was one of the male physics teachers who put them there. Not only did that turn out to be true, he also got arrested after the police found tons of CP in his house. He was honestly the last dude I would have suspected for any of that. Thanks for watching, this was Red Dude. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to check out my other content.